Two final preseason games to wrap things up here, and it was the Sailors having their makeup game with Jserra. Of course, that game rescheduled due to COVID. The Sailors took on the Trinity League Lions in Davidson Field, and it was not pretty for Newport Harbor. They lost 44-0, their third game in a row. The Sailors' offense was shut down by the Jserra defense. Didn't get a first down till the fourth quarter, but we talked to Coach Peter Lofthouse this morning, and he still had a positive message for the team heading into league play.
Looking at where we're at as a team, the best thing for us as a team is let's get going on Edison and let's put our focus there. Let's direct our focus on Edison and let's get ready for these league games because, that's one thing our kids really do look forward to are the league matchups. It's a unique community here in the Sunset League. All the coaches know each other. The kids all grow up in the same communities. They all know each other well too. And so it makes for very good, very fun rivalry games.
Yeah, Coach Lofthouse, he's doing a good job of keeping his team engaged. When we talked to him this morning, he said, we're not going to do too much looking at the film from Jserra. We're not going to dwell on the mistakes. We're not going to get caught up in that game. We're just going to look forward. And I think that's a smart move because in reality, the Sailors were just overmatched. Jserra had the athletes. They had incredible speed. They had incredible size on the offensive and defensive line, and they got after it all night. They made it tough on Newport Harbor. I think Harbor didn't get a first down until the second half, maybe even the fourth quarter. So it was a tough game, but there were some things that Newport Harbor is going to be able to take and feel positive about. And some new stuff that we saw was just a quick passing game. We know Harbor, they tend to have longer developing plays because of the way they can stretch the field. Nick Kim is an experienced quarterback. He can go through his progressions. But this week, there was a little bit of a change. They knew Jserra was going to get after him. So there was some quick stuff that was inserted into the passing game, a couple of different wrinkles and different formations that Coach Lofthouse brought out. So those are the things that if Harbor does watch any film on this Jserra game, they're going to take those positives. And one thing that I have to mention, speaking of the positives, in the second half, we got to see senior quarterback A.J. Gutron Moore have an excellent showing. We know he's a talented kid. Even though he's listed as third on the depth chart, he's a capable quarterback. So if you need to go to A.J., you're going to be in good hands. And he showed us that last night. So I was glad that he got on senior night, got to show what he's made of. And the Harbor offense looked fluid. It looked good. He got some first downs. He got a 20-yard pass that made the offense feel like it was moving. So there was some good stuff, some bright spots out of the senior quarterback, A.J. Gutron Moore. So I was excited for him.
Yeah, he did. He got the Sailors their first downs of the game all the way in the fourth quarter. And the Sailors, talking about wrinkles in the offense, Nick Kim, senior quarterback starter, but we have seen the Sailors deploying Carson Diavola, the junior who starts at safety, one of the leaders of the defense, using him at quarterback more, not just on designed quarterback runs, but also just having him drop back and pass and using his athleticism as sort of a 1-2 punch with Nick Kim. So I think that's something, the quarterback situation, Kim and Diavola both getting reps. I think that's something to keep an eye on as we head into league play for the Sailors.
Yeah, I think we'll see a little bit of the option type stuff out of Carson Diavola, but as you mentioned, he throws the ball as well. It's really going to come down for the Sailors. It's going to come down to being physical, being sound in their assignments, and just executing. The competition's not going to be as high as Jserra every week, but then again, when you're opening Sunset League with Edison, it's not going to get much easier. So Harbor's going to have to execute their butts off, and they did a good job not getting penalties this week against Jserra. That's going to have to continue. They're going to have to find a way to get back to Peyton Irving in the run game, and they'll look to get back on track against a tough Sunset League opponent this week.
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't get any easier for the Sailors. They open up Thursday on the road at Capshew Field against the Edison Chargers heading in to Sunset League play.